is Salma, and this is my foreign colleague from Mexico.
Hi, I am Scientific Luis. Do you want to know what's the best thing about science? It's everywhere. In the places you least expect and in the way you least expect. Science, it's there.
Take acids and bases for example. Acids and bases are all around us, in what we use, what we eat, what we use to clean, and practically in everything.
The difference between an acid and a base is that acids have a pH of 0 to 7 and bases have a pH of 7 to 14. When an acid and a base are combined, they conduct a neutralized reaction resulting in salt and water.
Acids and bases have the property of modifying the color of certain substances. This is the case with the juice of red cabbage. The juice has a blue-violet color, but when it comes into contact with acidic substances, it turns red, and while in contact with basic substances, it could turn either green or yellow.
Now, in this experiment, we're going to see how it is possible to use the juice of the red cabbage to measure the pH of various substances.
First off, for this experiment you'll need a red cabbage, a knife, a bowl, a container with water, vinegar, and baking soda. The first step is to take the red cabbage and cut it into slices. And now you wait for 30 minutes while the water boils. Once the water has boiled, pour the liquid using a strainer into a container. Remove the strainer and you will be left with a purple liquid, which is the red cabbage juice. Now we have a liquid. Now my partner is going to give you instructions of how we're going to test this experiment.
Pour some of the liquid on top a white surface.
Our first trial is going to be with vinegar. We're going to pour some drops of vinegar onto the liquid and observe the change in color that they might be. As you can see, the purple liquid reacts with the vinegar for unusual reasons that we're going to explain later on. But as you can see, the liquid turns red when it comes into contact with vinegar.
Now we're going to do the next trial, but this time with a different substance.
This time, to test how substances can change color depending on the substance, you will use baking soda and mix it with some other cabbage, determine the blue of the red cabbage to see what it changes to be. As you can observe, the purple liquid has now turned green, and this change occurs because of the pH of the substance we have mixed in. In the past trial, we saw it turn red, and the end is turned green due to the acidity of the substance. Like in all experiments, we're going to continue trying with the same substances to see and identify the different color changes that there are with acids and bases. First, we're going to pour 1 centimeter of the red cabbage juice into clear transparent glass. Then we're going to pour water halfway into the cup. Now we're going to pour the other half with vinegar, and we're going to observe what changes there is in the substance. As we can see, once again, the substance has turned a color red based on the acidity of the vinegar. Now we're going to continue experimenting with the substance, but in this case, instead of using vinegar, we're going to use a different substance, which in this case is baking soda. Again, we're going to pour the red cabbage juice into a clear glass. Then we're going to fill the glass with water and add the substance again. As you can see, the substance turns a greenish, bluish color, once again because of the acidity of the substance. And the water is just to prove that regardless of how diluted the substance may be, the color's change still takes place due to the acidity in the pH of each of the substances.
All in all, in the experiments, we saw that there are substances that react with each other, producing salts. The acid-basic degree is expressed in pH. To measure the acid-basic degree of a substance, you can use pH papers like litmus paper and electronic pH methods.
Many other substances of vegetable origin have the property to change color based on the acidity of the environment. In this case, we use the juice of red cabbage as an indicator to obtain the pH. We determine the color scale of these papers. Depending on the pH, an acid and a base can react with each other to make the substance change its color. We thank you for your attention. My colleague and I have finally concluded our very elaborate study on acids and bases.
Viva Mexico!